How good are you at listening, really listening, carrying on a conversation with someone else and becoming closer to them? Right now, we're going to go through the different skills so that you can be a better listener and create connections with other people more easily. The first thing that you can do to practice is get out of your head. Stop thinking about what you want to say. Most conversations, the best conversations that I ever have, are really not me saying much. It's about me listening to what someone else is saying. And instead of being in my head and trying to say something witty or smart, to be able to listen and really be curious about what they want to say. And not just what they want to say, but why are they saying it? What are they hoping that I will learn or understand? Some good tips and tricks to be able to get out of your head is to restate back what someone is saying to you. So what you're doing is you're rephrasing it, or you're paraphrasing, or you're repeating it directly, so that one is it makes sure that you're paying attention to what they're saying instead of trying to pay attention to what you want to say next. And a lot of times people are so busy in their head trying to figure out what they're saying next, they're not even really listening to what the other person says, and we often cut someone off or blurt something else and kind of derail the conversation to be about us. If someone is sharing something about themselves, we want to be able to be there for them. If you're leaning back or kind of zoning off or tapping your foot or fidgeting, often people will interpret that as you don't really care what they're saying. And sometimes we do that just because we're nervous and we're not really paying attention. We don't know that we're doing that. Instead, you want your body language to be encouraging. So if they smile, you want to smile. You're kind of mirroring their behavior because you're sharing the same emotional connection. So if they're saying something sad and you're looking happy because you're busy in your head thinking about this witty statement, they're getting the wrong feedback. They're getting the feedback that you're not really paying attention. And let's be honest, in that case, you wouldn't be. When we care about what someone's saying, we often lean closer. You also will nod your head or make little these encouraging things saying, I'm listening, say more. You also want to ask questions that are about what they're saying so that you can find out a little bit more deeply about what they care about and why they're saying it. Ask open questions, those questions that are not answered by a yes or a no. They're inquisitive, and these questions will have us delve a little bit deeper into the interests of someone else. But you want this to be genuine, some part that you actually care about, because if you're just putting on and it doesn't really matter to you, all your micro expressions, these little tiny movements of furrowing your brow or grimacing or pursing your lips, these things that say that I don't really care, other people will read unconsciously. So you want this to be some area that really matters to you. And this one can be hard for many of us, and that is to be silent. Don't always jump in and say something. Sometimes people need a little bit of space to think, or perhaps they're shy. Allow them to have that space without cutting them off or jumping in with your own part of the conversation. And sometimes someone isn't even finished a thought and they're kind of looking up into the side that they're trying to retrieve information. When someone does that, allow them that space. And I know that for a lot of people, this is going to start off with taking concerted, conscious effort to be able to learn these skills. And that's okay. This is a skill that you need to practice. And unfortunately, we're not taught that. So practice it, see how you do, and hopefully this allows you to make better, deeper connections. And while watching my videos is a great way to get familiar with the basics of psychology, if you want to gain an understanding of the basics of computer science, physics, quantum mechanics, game theory, and everything you need to be prepared for the best you, check out today's sponsor, Brilliant. Brilliant is the online interactive STEM learning platform with a growing catalog of courses specifically crafted to help you learn concepts by working through them yourself in visual, hands-on ways. And with all the lessons, they're presented in bite-sized chunks so you can learn at your own pace. No pressure, and if you ever feel stuck, Brilliant has in-depth explanations that help break down the material even more. Like their algorithm neural network and machine learning courses that let you shift blocks of pseudocode around and you receive immediate feedback, and that means you get results. It's like you're solving puzzles and playing games, and the whole time you're learning how artificial intelligence really works. To get started for free, visit brilliant.org/Georgia Dow or click on the link in the description. The first 200 people get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription, so just click on the button on the screen or go to brilliant.org/Georgia Dow. Clicking on that button really does help out this channel, and so does clicking on the playlist above for more videos. Give them a watch, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And hopefully you liked this video. If you did and have your own techniques for listening better, let me know in the comments below.